Hi Leo, I love you, honey. So we're going to do general reading, Celtic. Will not resonate with everyone. Take it resonates and leave the rest. Let's see, honey. Holy angels, holy spirits. To the divine above. Angels and ancestor gods. What can Leo know? Let's see, honey. Let's shuffle this one. You're going to start out with the 7 cups, 9 cups. Challenge. We'll fix it. Challenge. 6 cups, 6 wands. Wow. Foundation. Thought something flipped over. Well, the foundation, reason why it's all happening is the Queen of Wands. Could be because of a feminine fire sign. Recent past. Or an Aries. Well, the recent past, you have the moon. I'll fix it, honey. Secret communication. Oh. Have you been secretly communicating with someone lately? Or we'll figure it out. What's at the top of the spread? Page of Cups. And Temperance. Interesting. What's coming in for the reading? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, a contract that's going to change your life forever. Ooh. Internal. Three Swords. 9 Wands. You're protecting your heart from getting broken again. 5 Swords, 10 Swords. You're done challenging yourself. External. 10 Pentacle. Chariot. The advice. 6 Swords. 3 Cups. Uh-oh. Potential outcome. 5 Cups. 5 Wands. The challenge is 6 Cups, 6 Wands. There's an emotional challenge right now. A challenge of interest through your emotions. Do you want to do it? Or do you just want to stand back for at least 1 more year? You're thinking about it a lot here. Let's clarify it. Let me fix the table. So let's clarify. So someone sees you as a plug-in for peace. Anytime they see you coming, think about, they don't see you for 3 or 4 days. They see you pull up in the driveway. They're a new person. They're baptized right there. They feel real good around you. Very peaceful. But where your reading is going to start, it's emotionally confusing. You are wondering, it's wishful thinking. You're wondering if it's wishful thinking is what you're wondering. The 9 Cups is a dream come true, but sometimes it's a smirkish, drunken asshole. Daydreaming, night thinking, seeing the bigger picture. The more you drink, the more you think. Wow. Leo, what is in that 7 Cups? Well, it's the 5 Swords. You're wondering if they're testing your mentality. If there's an Emperor testing your mentality. Or if this is an Emperor sent to test your mentality. You're wondering if it's your true divine counterpart. You have Leo energy there. 5 Cups. Unemotionally fulfilled. 5 Cups is in the outcome. Assessing the investments. You'll assess it when it comes forward on the enlightenment of love. I mean, you don't want a page. You want the whole cup. You don't want a spark of love, spark of emotion. Or this is a masculine being tested. Let's see where the feminine is, and that way we'll know exactly where the masculine is. Divine feminine. Let's shuffle. Where's the feminine? 7 cups, 9 cups, Leo. In this reading, divine feminine. She's separated. She has the 2 cups in reverse. She's separated. Queen of Wands. Feminine fire sign. This Queen of Wands has rebuilt the foundation. This could have been someone you've known since your childhood, or a soulmate, soul tribe vibe that you have successfully connected with. That's the challenge. Once you put the glasses on, you can't take them off. And once you connect your hair to someone else's hair, you cannot disconnect it, especially if it's your divine counterpart. Your souls are saying, damn, I finally found you. Jocelyn's like, what the fuck? Queen of Wands, 2 cups in reverse. She's going to separate. What would be the reason for this Queen of Wands to separate? Confused about the boundaries being set. Analyzing this wish fulfillment behind the scenes, wishing behind the scenes. Immature perspectives, arguing over the reflecting of where you're going, manifesting to be able to trust the offer, to be able to make a stand. That's the 5 wands that's in the outcome. To be able to make a stand on this contract, in this cycle, unknowingly a different path of interest. You don't want to hook up with somebody and find out that they've been talking to somebody else. Crosswatcher, this Leo, they're not going to go through your phone or anything, but the actions that you take, like if they ask you out, hey, we go out on Friday night. Hey, we go out on Friday night. They ask you out a couple weeks, and you keep saying no, and then you show up Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you don't show up on Saturday, it will drop you like a hot cake. And if this Leo doesn't have sex with you, then they don't know where your ass has been. I'm going to tell you that right here. They don't know what you set your ass on. Woo! What has this external person set their ass on? Or what have they set their ass on? Well, chastisement saith Yahuwah. Here comes the divine. Spiritual blockages. Been trying to master that for quite some time because of the 7 cups. What's causing the 7 cups? And look, you got 5 swords, 7 cups. Those 5 swords is going to take out 5 cups. What's that leave? 2 cups in reverse. What's in the 7 cups? Man or woman? External energy. What's in the 7 cups? What's in... Oh! Knight of Wands and the 4 of Wands. 6 swords. Immature. An immature move looking for comfort. It's like everywhere you go to find peace, somebody's going to come looking for you. Like, hey, you okay? You're like, yeah, I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be okay? What's this Emperor doing? What is he doing right here in the 9 cups? A mental imprisonment. Mind confusion on where to go, how to come in peacefully to initiate and change, to go ahead and initiate the change. They feel something with you. They don't exactly know what they're feeling until it's going to hit them in the face. Well, what's going to hit them in the face? It's terrifying. They're waiting to come forward. The Chariot, King and the Queen of Cups energy, Scorpio, Cancer energy, to initiate a small contract and an offer. This is someone that wants to come in and start small. Wow. Your challenge is the 6 cups and 6 of wands. Public, successful communication, along with recognition of soulmates. For example, you take this person around people that you've known your whole life. They know you your whole life. They know how you are. But they've never seen you. Okay. They might even know both of you. Everybody at home might know both of you. But they've never seen you together. What's public recognizing the soulmate connection? How are they recognizing the soulmate connection? Nostalgic soulmates. Unbreakable bond. Six Wands, Six Cups. How does public recognize the soulmate connection? They recognize the change. They recognize the turning point. Nothing will never be the same again. In judgment. Breaker 19, calling on the divine. Father, can you hear me? Cancer energy, getting a different perspective without support. Empress in reverse. The devil in reverse. Ooh. That's broken women. This masculine, there's a masculine here what feels like he was trying to heal women. Gonna come out again. Now he's obsessed over the feminine because this reconsideration of no support on a level because of another woman. Spiritually balancing the planet's preparations without emotion. There's the initiation of enlightenment. You have a person here that's about to wake up because they're thinking about your past. You haven't done anything wrong to them and they haven't done anything wrong to you. It's just people external. It's just the way life worked out. Queen of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and your foundation. Acknowledging, working together, rebuilding the foundation. The Queen of Wands, the feminine fire sign, or an Aries. I don't know if you know much about the Three of Pentacles. But in the Three of Pentacles, there's actually it's either a black or purple curtain hanging up. It's a person putting things out for display, but never showing it all. Only showing the stuff behind the curtain to VIP crew. Ooh. Where's the divine feminine? Queen of Wands, Three Pentacle? She's leaving. She said, see you later, rotten tater. Don't want no more. And there's the Queen of Pentacles. Let me make sure. That's deception. Deception in interfering with carrying the weight of emotional confusion, heartbroken, waiting for challenges. This feminine will leave if there is another woman. And she will not look back. You have the Judgment Cross right here at the front of her card. She will not look back. Or this feminine intuition will tell her if there's another woman, the Queen of Pentacles. Who is this Queen of Pentacles? To the Queen of Wands? Or this is a Queen of Wands says you have to come forward if you want long term. Oh gosh, look. That's the Karmic against the Empress. It's a Karmic offer. Okay, and there's your 5 cups. So you got 5, 4 cups. That's your 9 cups. This is an ex trying to temper the investments and make a stand of the acknowledgement. There's an ex of your person that has found out that they want to try to talk to you, start talking to you. The ex knows that you guys know each other, but they never knew how deep you was. The ex has a problem with it. So is this the Queen of Pentacles leaving? 5 Wands, that conflict, that drama, competition, strife, and jealousy without truth. They can't see the truth. Some people can't wear those glasses. Some people will never see it for what it is their whole lifetime here. Where's the masculine in the Queen of Wands, 3 Pentacles? Boom, shakalaka. The shocking revelation, a sudden change, a turning point right there, right under judgment. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. A hold, saving room to initiate a small contract out of the jealousy of a soulmate leaving. This is a masculine that's not going to allow any exes to tell him what to do. What's these exes trying to tell the masculine to do? It's people that's, you know, back in the day, I'm going to say back in the day, anytime it's like sexual interference, sexual deception, independent deception, strength card, Leo energy. They feel like if they allow the circle to disrespect you, then they're disrespecting you too. Wow. Whoa, what kind of shocking revelation, a sudden realization come to this King of Cups? Come together with truth on a new interest, the King of Wands. Masculine. Manifesting, trusting that this cycle to initiate a different path of interest was an intuitive plan and preparing them to hold back, save room to initiate a small contract in the defense to be able to work together without knowing that you love them. You're the person that they've been looking for their whole life. Yep. They didn't know it until you grew up a little bit, both of you. I'm not going to say grow up, just mentally, physically, all together. Recent past. Here's where the secret communication comes in. The moon is hidden behind the scenes. The 8 Wands is communicating. So in the past, there was something said that brought a lot of confusion. Independent confusion right here. Undermined level. There's the moon, secretly, unemotionally fulfilled with the offer, unknowingly coming together with an argument or rushing in to take responsibility without emotion. You're talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself. You're like, self, what should we do? What does higher self and Leo want to say here? Truth. They want you to clarify the path of interest that you want. 9 Wands. Rest and reconsider the successful risk. If it's going to be a successful risk. They said, sit down, drink a cup of tea. Something. Top of your spread. Here's where trying to plug in emotionally, peacefully. Wow. The initiation, a spark of emotion. Could be a kiss, a small touch, peacefully. What's the external energy here for Leo? Sagittarius energy with temperance. Well, you have a strength card. It's an offer. That's the 4 of Cups and the Strength card. 6 Cups. This is an offer from a true soulmate. 3 Pentacles. And you know it. You're probably going to rebuild the foundation with this person. You're going to be able to work together with this person. Look, you think they're bringing you a Page of Cups, which really, it's an Ace of Cups. Remember at the beginning of the reading? Cups bigger than what you think it is. They might have showed you a small sense of affection, but they want to do more. But they know you have boundaries. They're like, how do I do it? What do they really want to do towards Leo? The Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, wanting to make a stand and reconsider the immaturity, clearly clarifying, assessing comfort and peace. I don't know what else to say. They want to be able to protect you, your comfort and your peace. Let's keep going. What's coming in for you reading? You do have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. That's a justified contract, my love. That's a change, something that's going to change your life forever. What is on that Wheel of Fortune? 10 Wands and the Devil and the High Priestess. This is the dark High Priestess through negative thoughts. And there is your 7 Wands. Okay, the Mathlin's mind's going a mile a minute. And what it's doing, he's trying to stand up against the emotional confusion. But it looks like those cups are hot. You know, when you plugged in for so long, the charger gets hot? Yeah, need to unplug for a minute to cool it down. Where is the feminine in the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles? Golly. She has the Devil and the 6 Swords. She's been told to relocate because the temptation to get the spiritual perspective, spiritual plug, spiritual energy. I hear the divine telling the feminine, you know you wasn't supposed to go in there. She said, well, I know nothing's going to happen to me. He said, come on, get out of there. Where was she at? Where was this feminine at? Virgo energy. She's in their thoughts. She's analyzing those thoughts too for the masculine. She's arguing. She's telling it. It's a dead end to justify the immature spark of interest, the immature flirtatious energy. The feminine's in the masculine's higher self telling the devil, get the fuck out. It's like the masculine's hearing voices, hearing her voice, and he heard her voice for quite some time. That's the 9 Wands. That's the rest and reconsideration of new energy. Oh, goodness. What is the external energy? Man or woman with the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Pentacles. They're watching. They're waiting for the right time. This 9 Wands is standing up. This 9 Wands is kneeling. With the Ace of Wands, brand new perspective, whole new urge of the feminine. Your internal energy, because that's what just come out for this divine feminine. It's not like she's kneeling to anyone. It is that she only wants one interest. She only wants that one Ace of Wands. The 8 Wands in the past, yeah. Behind the scenes, there was communication. Both of you were talking to other people, maybe. Maybe even arguing with the family because you didn't give a fuck. Woo! Not chasing the arguments within a marriage. They know that the feminine is not kneeling to anyone. She's just done. Yeah, the sun, spiritual enlightenment, happiness, bliss, naked baby on a pony. So the masculine's about to go through the dark night of the soul where he can reflect on where he really stands. Reflect on the battles that he's chosen in life. Are you going to choose them again? Or are you going to do better this time? Ooh. Where's the masculine? 9 Wands, 3 Swords. A spark of interest to the Queen of Swords. Or this Queen of Swords is flirting. The Death card. There's the 10 Swords, 6 Cups. So the masculine is hanging around a flirtatious air sign. And that's what's depleting the energy for the true soulmate connection. True twin flame connection. Who is the Queen of Swords? Blocked from coming together because of the stress over the jealousy, carrying the burden of the sexual immaturity in the past. Sexual soulmates. This is a person that your person wishes they never had sex with, even though it happened maybe 6 years ago. Where's the feminine? She says, here I am. There's her moon. She secretly took her emotions out of it. She's mastered it. To be able to focus. She's mastered through the stress. She turned pain into power. She slowed down, analyzed, looked into the transition more closely. When she signs a contract, she reads the fine print. She might even bring a magnifying glass. Ooh. External. Just keeps popping. So your external is coming out with the 10 Pentacles in the Chariot. This is going to be one justified move. Justified movement. Relocation to gain the abundance. Let's see what the Chariot is. Reflecting on this emotional decision through communicating successfully. This person's coming forward. 5 Wands. Knight of Wands. Woo. It's a sexual challenge with this person and you. For some reason. They have to hold back from flirting. They have to hold back from wanting sex. They can't have it with you. And then they got this Queen of Swords flirting. So that's a test. What's the Chariot? Because here's where the feminine came out over here. The Queen of Wands, 3 Pentacles. She's acknowledged that she had to go because there was another woman. So the Chariot's over here, 10 Pentacles. So this external person might be leaving behind a lot of money. A rich woman. 3 of Wands. To be able to plan and prepare. To level. On a spiritual level with a lover. No longer going for rich women. Where's the masculine here since the feminine come out in the internal? The masculine could be a Cancer. 3 Cups coming together. Looking to come together. Spiritual ultimatum. They feel like that they've been given an ultimatum by the divine. Well, Leo, I don't know what you've been doing, but it's been working. Because your advice here is the 6 Swords and 3 Cups. Once you two come together, it's like you're going to relocate mentally. You're not going to care what's going on around you. 6 of Swords is being divinely guided away from something where you can hear yourself think and come together. Coming together away from everyone else. Your advice is because of this deception, deceit. Look. So you can clarify everything. So you can clarify all the deception on where you stand with each other and the star. Clearly. Seeing it for what it is. Clearly making a stand and communicate to start the contract. All those corporate businesses have those private business meetings. It's not a conference call. You two are going to come together without the without anyone else around, and that's when it's going to the comfort alone, arguing about the immaturity to justify the strategic decision. You're going to talk together and you're going to make the decision together. What is this external person doing? They're manifesting. They don't want to break your heart. 3 Swords in reverse. In secret. Ending a cycle. Assessing the investments of comfort. Alone. Arguing about the immaturity to justify the strategic decision. They're actually talking to themselves. They're talking to themselves, telling themselves, well, you know that was no good for us to do. Yeah. The Hangman. They're no longer supporting the flirtatious energy. They're no longer supporting somebody that everybody can have. Wow. Potential outcome. 5 Cups, 5 Wands. The challenge is 6 Cups, 6 Wands. So right here, unemotionally fulfilled, sad, because your interest is being tested right now. For the feminine, this has caused her to reflect. 3 Swords. Breaking this feminine's heart only caused her to shadow work. It caused her to look for the star. Spending time alone. Where's the masculine? High Priestess in reverse. That's why she's talking to his higher self, because he's not. What's the Three of Cups? We got this 6 cups, 6 wands. He's coming together. He didn't listen to his intuition. Such a successful soulmate. Well, why is 2 5s here in the outcome? Because this truth needs to come out. You need to get together, talk it out with this person. You don't have to touch them. Just sit on the other side of the picnic table, you know. 10 swords. Feeling defeated, depleted, stabbed in the back, lied to him, betrayed. Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. The Star, seeing it for what it is, abundantly. This is the King and the Queen of Cups coming together. You might be connected with this person in your water energy, wherever your Scorpio and Cancer hit. I mean, this is bonafide true. This is 10 Pentacles and the Star. This truth is, there will be no doubt. Seeing it for what it is. A bonafide dead ends. What is the 10 Pentacles, 10 Swords? Judgment. Breaker, breaker, 1-9. Calling on the Divine. Father, can you hear me? Your external person is making a final and firm decision to spend some time alone because of the 9 Swords. Because of that stress, anxiety, sleepless nights. And the Devil here. Ooh. This is karmic tension. What do they need to do right now? What's this person need to do right now? There's like a moth to a flame. The Devil's coming out again. They're being tested. Temptation's being thrown at them. Coming back to talk. That's the 8 Cups in reverse. They need to take their emotions out of... They need to get their energy back from this temptation, from this devil. This deception. They need to go figure it out. They need to go figure out what was missed. That's the overload. The stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. Chariot, leaving it all behind. The Wheel of Fortune, for your destiny, for your turning point in life. You got to change. To be able to change, you have to make movement. The Wheel of Fortune is going to start spinning again. And once it does, the Chariot's going to move forward to the Lovers. Hermit in reverse. Both of you are going to spend a lot of time alone. And after that, you're going to come together, and you're going to start going to public together. People are going to start seeing you together, and they're going to be like, huh, I never thought I'd see that. Why would public say they never thought they would see that? The Wheel of Fortune, honey, it's changed. That's the turning point in life right there. And Judgment. No need to explain, Leo said. Like a moth to a flame, there's the Devil and Leo. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius energy in reverse. Not finding peace and contentment with and not coming forward. This is a Leo and Leo's person that will never explain themselves to the dark side again. Making a final and firm decision to go ahead and get on the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune up there. This is a contract that's going to change your life. You two thought about being together, but you really never done it. You've touched a little bit, but you've actually never... What is this person thinking about, Leo? Man or woman? Knight of Cups, Pisces energy. You're a friend of the family. That stresses them out. Stress, anxiety, and sleepless nights. It's a stressful soulmate connection. But it's only going to justify their judgment. That this devil, negative arguments. Somebody in their family has been talking bad about you. This is a justified, a spiritually balanced soulmate. Stressing over the judgment of argumentative temptation. This is negative karmic people. Your person is going to realize whatever this person thinks about them, it's none of their business. Justice and judgment is being in divine court, not paying attention to anything else up there. Who's the temptation over here? Yep. Flirtatious energy, Queen of Swords. She knows, this woman over here knows that Masculine's weak spot is sex. She could show up in a lingerie And he used to say yeah. Because back in the day, I'm going to say, or whenever they were around this person, like if they got into an argument, she would fix it with sex. The Muslim's thinking, wait a minute. What is this argumentative karmic doing? That's Gemini, Capricorn, and Libra. Trying to reconcile. Karmic woman. It's karmic woman trying to come back. Secretly. So that's where the secret communications come from. They're trying to secretly communicate. Behind the scenes, a fair fight, shaky start, Sagittarius energy. This karmic woman is trying to ask the masculine, hey, let's try again. I know we can do it. And that's why he's sitting here, the Emperor, 5 Swords and 7 Cups. He knows the person he wants to be with. He's just never told her. I love you guys.